video on this, well over a year ago, probably maybe a couple years ago. You can find it in a search. But we're going to address this again. We're going to talk about the 5 love languages. I'm Paul, Apex Mindset. Hit the subscribe button, notification bell, get on my email list. Link is in the description. I am shadow banned and targeted by all social media groups because I say controversial things. So I need your help to spread good information out so people can have better relationships and have a better time in the global sexual marketplace. So with your help, that helps me and helps your fellow man and woman. All right, into the topic now. So the 5 love languages, I'm going to tell you right now, is BS. And I'm going to tell you exactly why. We'll spend just a couple minutes on it because it's real simple. But first, let me explain, if you're not familiar, The 5 Love Languages is a book by a guy named Gary Chapman. It was written originally in 1992, has been republished several times. It is used and thought of in pop psychology and in mainstream relationship dynamic circles as being this great and wonderful work that helps out couples. And it's, a lot of people think of the 5 love languages as some sort of gold standard for understanding your partner. I'm going to tell you that that is all bullcrap. Now, the 5 love languages particularly are quality time, physical touch, acts of service, giving and receiving gifts, and words of affirmation. The idea behind the 5 love languages is that couples don't get along or are mismatched or start failing in their relationships because their love language or the way that they express love and give love and receive love is mismatched. That's the idea the behind the book. That's the main thesis or idea. And so all kinds of relationship counseling and therapy modalities have been built around couples learning the 5 love languages and then trying to realign those love languages and understand their partner's love language and all this stuff, right? Well, sometimes, it sounds good when you read the 5 languages and you go, well, you know what? I could see that. I like to express my love this way, and I could see my partner, she doesn't respond as well to this, but maybe responds better than that to this. She's quality time's more important to her than words of affirmation or whatever, right? And so we oftentimes, when someone tells us something is true and it kind of sounds good in our head, we often just sort of believe it's true and then look for a way of applying that and making it fit into our bubble or paradigm, right? But have you ever asked yourself, when someone presents an idea, where's the evidence? So this is not, as it turns out, the 5 love languages is not based in actual research. It's not based in clinical research. It's not based in actual evidence. So that's the first thing, all right? But given the popularity of the concept in the book and several other books and programs and therapy modalities that were based off of it, they decided to put it to some research later. And in 2017, there was a study done where they were using the 5 love languages and seeing how it affected couples. What they found was that it didn't hold up to empirical scrutiny. Okay? Couples who showed the same love language were no happier than couples who were mismatched. Knowledge of their partner's love language also didn't necessarily lead to better outcomes. It's normal and common sense to learn and figure out what your partner responds to, all right? But the reason why people have what we would call blue-pilled thinking or delusional thinking in the sexual marketplace is this exact reason, and what we see here with the 5 love languages. Something sounds good, and then we try to fit it into our situation, and then we try to build our whole concept and ideology around it. But the problem is it doesn't actually hold up to scrutiny. It's not actually true, okay? And I'll explain, first of all, the problem with the five love languages. Fundamental problem is that it sets up the relationship dynamic for transactional sex, which is the lowest form of sex and bonding in any sort of relationship. That's where she has sex with him because she's the dutiful wife, or he is a good provider and they got married, so she should want to bang him, right? That's transactional. She has sex with him because of things that he provides for her. The reason why relationships fail is genuine desire. Okay, that's the reason. Not because five love languages are mismatched. It's because the genuine desire is not there. Maybe it was there before and it's no longer there now. Or maybe it never was there to begin with and it was transactional. And once the milestones were met, she's bored with the guy, okay? Or he's dull and bored in the relationship, either way. All right, that's the reason. The reason relationships fail, if we're to pick like one thing fundamentally, is a lack of genuine desire, not a lack of understanding love languages. If you don't genuinely desire somebody, it would say it like this. If she genuinely desires you, she's going to appreciate every little thing you do, and she's going to be excited about it. Whether it's a word of affirmation, whether it's spending quality time with her, she's going to want to bang you all the time, so physical touch will be a thing. Any little thing you do for her when she sees you as an apex alpha and she sees you as her best sexual option and she has genuine desire for you is going to be loved and appreciated. And she's going to do variety of things for you as well in order to try to increase her value. And that's how the relationship will go. There may be some things that she'll lean towards over others just because of how she sees herself. So maybe she leans more towards, I don't know, doing things for you versus getting you gifts or something like that. But it won't fundamentally matter. Okay, if you genuinely desire your partner and she's doing things, what she's doing any one of the five love languages for you, you're going to appreciate it. If you don't genuinely desire your partner, you're not going to magically genuinely desire your partner because of any one of these five things that they're doing. You see, and so that's the problem, fundamental problem with it. But it sets it up for a transaction, though. So this is where the beta guy dutifully spends quality time with the family or does acts of service. You know, I clean the kitchen, so can I have a blowjob now, right? That kind of thing. What the dynamic always turns out where the guy wants physical touch and usually words of affirmation. And then the girl who's not that excited about the beta guy she settled down with will say she wants acts of service, gifts, or quality time. And so now he brings her flowers and expects to get laid that night. That's what the dynamic turns into. Well, no woman wants to feel obligated to have sex with her partner because he did stuff for her or spent time with the family or spent time with her or clean the kitchen or fix that thing he said he would fix. So now I guess I have to have sex with him. That's actually most marriages, unfortunately, and the dynamic is off. And this is why most people are unhappy. So if you follow a love language paradigm and you think this is the solution to your problems, and if you think it's even mildly important, you're probably going to find yourself in that same dull, crappy relationship that people find themselves in, where she has reluctant sex with her partner that she's not attracted to because he does a bunch of things and she feels obligated. That's what the five love languages sets it up for. But furthermore, five love languages, there is no evidence, according to the study in 2017, that even makes a difference. And I've been saying this for a while now, and then people want to sort of not believe what I'm saying because this is such a popular idea in book series. But now we actually have some research to back it up too. So in your relationships, focus on the desire, the genuine desire, the pair bonding, the being her apex alpha, as most of you are men listening to me. For her, if you're the female, showing up in that relationship as your best self and not settling with a guy you're not attracted to or not excited with. All right. Genuine desire is the thing that's going to make a relationship work and prevail and be happy. Not so much whether or not one person likes to spend time and the other person likes words of affirmation. All right. So that's it on the 5 love languages. Thanks for the support.